Hello everyone. Welcome in to Pip's Planespotting Live, episode 35 from Salt Lake City International Airport. Just past 12:30 we are in Salt Lake City. Hello everyone.
Pulling in wind 16017 goes 28, runway 16 right, turn left 38. Okay, we are clear to land on 16 right, indeed Alpha. Okay, 1351 turn left Alpha 5, taxi into 2 west. 2 west, Alpha 5 United. Traffic 11 o'clock and about a mile and a half. Slow moving, just left the center line, northbound, crossover. Tower Delta 2289, visual approach, correct. Delta 2289, flight traffic 5.5 miles ahead, a Airbus, wind 170, when you got 24, wind 16 right, clear to land. Clear to land, 16 right, Delta 2289. Southwest 18096, mid altitude climbing 18,500. Just altitude 8,500, Southwest 1800. Heading contact departure. 160, contact departure. Outlet 4266.
old friendly Airbus A220 appears. Hello everybody, welcome in. Episode 35 underway. Pips Planespotting Live.
Delta 1590, you can roll to Alpha 4. Roll to Alpha 4, 1590. Delta 1590, turn Alpha 4, taxi into 1 west. Okay, Alpha 4, taxi to 1 west, Delta 1590.
Our Airbus A321 taxiing all the way down. Then we get another Delta on approach. Here on 16 right, we're on the south float today.
Tower Delta 2289, bunch of birds just off the right hand side of the runway, about 5,700.
Sure.
Bunch of birds, they say. Always gonna watch out for those on departure and approach.
Southwest 1809, traffic to heavy Airbus A330 on a 9-mile final, runway 16 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait on 16 right, Southwest 1809.
57 heavy strike tower, wind 1701, gust 24, runway 16 right, clear to land. Use caution for birds, 5,700 feet, right side of runway.
And an Airbus A330 inbound next.
Delta 2289, turn up to Alpha 5, taxi into 2 west.
Alpha 5, 2 west with you, Delta 2289, and my apologies, sir, that was 4,700 feet on the bird.
47, okay, thank you. Southwest 1809, wind 17016, gust 24, fighting 160, running 16 right, clear for takeoff.
Southwest, getting ready to take off.
16 right, Southwest 1809.
Delta 1809, fighting 160.
Heading 160.
57 heavy, the birds are 4,700. Delta 57.
Can start to see the tail rolling for Southwest flight. 737.
Southwest 1809, again, maintain 8,500 for traffic that's south of you orbiting, contact departure.
8,500 to departure, Southwest 1809.
See that Airbus A330 come into the picture? That is our Amsterdam arrival, Delta 57. Early. The Paris A330-900 is going to be a little bit late, so I'm glad we got here for both of them.
Tower Delta 2347, visual 163.
Wind's starting to kick up straight from the south. It's a nice day here, but I'm in the shade.
Delta 2347, select target caution for bird 4,700 feet, right side of the runway, wind 170 when it gets 24, runway 16 right, clear to land.
16 right, clear to land, copy bird. Delta 2347.
Delta 2347, caution, wake turbines for arrives heavy Airbus A330.
See if they'll go down to Alpha 4.
Delta 57 heavy, turn left at Alpha 5 and taxi into 2 west.
Nope.
Alpha 5, taxi to 2 west.
Just short. Dang it. Blessed. It is a lovely day here in Salt Lake City. Glad that you could join me for the broadcast. Thought about broadcasting later, but I actually got to do the morning shift tomorrow, so that means I'm going to be up at 3 a.m., which means I don't want to stay up too late today.
Delta 2334, rudder news, caution, birds are reported right side runway at 4,700 feet. Pretty much they've been spin all over the place. Wind 16016, gust 2.
Alright, so we got an A220-300 and an A220-100 inbound. And a guy just sneezed.
If you want to keep it fast down to Alpha 4, that's fine.
Copy, that's great, thank you.
Load them up here on the south side of the concourse. Starting to get full again. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. We are underway here in Salt Lake City, and we're glad that you could join us. Join me, really. So this is our 220-100 inbound from San Francisco. As we turn to the right and catch it.
Uh, 2334, primary target 11 o'clock mile, northbound, possible bird type altitude.
Delta 2347, confirm the bird's about 4,500 feet off to the right side.
2334.
You guys hear that? There's a lot of communication going on about birds on approach, and that's a key thing in aviation, is communicating as often as possible so that you're as safe as possible. And they're going to let this Delta flight to roll down all the way to Alpha 4.
Delta 2347, left turn Alpha 4, taxi into 1 west.
Alpha 4, 1 west, we'll see you, Delta 2347.
Hey, good morning, UP. Thanks for jumping on. It's a nice day out. I was watching some of the flooding footage in Salt Lake City over the past couple of days. So, looks like the melt continues. Just getting started here. So we look at our arrival from San Francisco on an A22100. Now, as we pan back to the right, we've got an A22300. And that fire is just I think that is for fire practice. Out there in the distance, or maybe just a brush fire. Okay, yeah. So it seems to be mostly, the flooding seems to be mostly on like the benches, right, when the water comes off the mountain. So I was half tempted to pull out the boogie board.
Delta 2334, turn left, Alpha 5, taxi straight into us. Have a good day.
Okay, left turn Alpha 5, straight into west, have a good day, Delta 2334.
Busy week this week. Overnights are done, at least for the immediate for tracks. But hopefully, like I said, I can do this full time and kind of move on and transition. But this week we're doing early mornings, so that's why I don't think I'll be around tonight, and why I wanted to do it earlier in the day. It's been a while since I've catched the transatlantic heavies, and I'm supposed to get up around 3, so I probably want to be in bed by 7. So, and if you're new to the channel, just tuning in, we are in Salt Lake City International Airport on the west side of the airport. Camera is facing northwest, looking west towards the Salt Flats. And a nice day, currently 65 degrees, sunny skies here at Salt Lake City International. Yeah, and UP we got some more, guess we got some rain on our way too. So I ordered, we were so busy plane spotting last week, I'm almost out of data again, so I ordered another data plan. Oh, nice. Very cool. Glad that you got to come down here so you can see what I was seeing. Yeah, and it's, like I said, I usually like North Flow because we get the visibility of the planes arriving a little bit better. Because there's not the terminals blocking the way, but 3-4 left is especially it's good for photography as the planes take off, so that's awesome. Glad you got out here. If I wasn't sleeping, I probably would have been out here too. I think I woke up around 3 o'clock yesterday, so now I'm transitioning to mornings, so hopefully it won't be too rough. I'm bringing plenty of ice to like wake myself up. It was a good day yesterday too. Very nice day. A little cooler, but perfect. I don't know how I'm new to the whole super chat and like, so if you'd like to donate and are able, that'd be awesome. But I'm still learning how that works. So this is my first episode after hitting 4,000 hours, so still learning, but getting a little better each day. And that's the fun part, and meeting new people each day. And Infidel Fireman, if you're just tuned in, I saw that I got your email just as I was driving up here, so I'll respond to that. Should have Southwest 1660 departing from runway 16 right on 737 MAX 8. So UP, what did you think of runway 16 left in the parking garage? It was a pretty good view. Did you enjoy it?
Southwest 1660, select tower, you ready to go? Southwest
Chantel,
1660, affirmative.
hey girl,
1660,
what's shaking?
170 at 16, traffic Airbus 321 on an 8-mile final, turn right, heading 295, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff. Right turn 295, clear for takeoff, 16 right, Southwest 1660.
Chantel, it's nice to be here earlier. I know I've missed a lot of you guys because I've only been on in the evening, and I apologize. It was the overnights that killed me, but now this week I'll probably be broadcasting. Oh, okay. You were out in the open? Perfect. And so were you on the walking path? Okay. Cool, man.
Departing price, arrival runway 16 right, clear to land and stay your gate. We're going to go to Elmer. Thank you.
So Chantel, I finally hit 4,000 hours, so you can finally donate to me. Hope everything is okay down in South Africa. Oh, still power problems, eh? Well, that stinks. Alright, Southwest is on its takeoff roll. I hope you guys can hear the ATC audio here. I've got my scanner next to me, and hopefully it'll cooperate today. Yeah, that's understandable, UP, and it also costs money. So, yeah, I usually, if I can get early enough out here, I'll take the tracks, and that way I don't have to pay anything and just walk across the bridge. So, yes, thank you, Chantel. I owe you a debt of thanks, and UP Railroad and everybody else who's tuning in. And if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. This is Pips Planespotting Live, episode 35. Sunday from Salt Lake City International.
Flight information, Charlie is now current wind 17016, gust 22, altimeter 3013.
Ah, Clark! Thank you for the donation. And yes, those are fires to the north. That is correct. I think they're just brush fires. Thank you for that, Clark. That means a lot. I'm going to make a note. Clark was the very first donation. That's wonderful. Ah, Ray, aloha from Hawaii. How's the weather out there? We're finally almost the same temperature. Yeah, and Clark, they look like brush fires, so don't know that they'll present too much of an issue. But kind of, yeah, it's kind of interesting to see that probably while landing. And the other thing is, if you're just tuning in, we've had some reports of birds on the approach about 300-400 feet above the runway on 16 right. So, got to be careful of that.
Delta 1434, turn left down 4, taxi straight into 1 west. Have a good day.
46 right, Delta 1434.
I'm letting you guys know if you can hear my the ATC audio. If I need to turn it a little bit louder. Okay, Chantel, I remember that. But Clark beat you to the punch, Chantel. Clark Marks is #1 in my heart now. 75 degrees. Sounds great, Ray. I've had several requests to head out to Hawaii. That is the plan soon. Excellent. Thank you for the report, Clark. All right. UPL, turn it up a little. Will do. Wilco. Wilco means will comply. By the way, ATC lingo. Stand by. I'll pump it up a couple of decibels, a couple of dBzs. Alright, pumped it up a little bit. We still have inbound, we're expecting Delta. Oh, what's the Paris flight? Sorry guys, I forgot. I should know this by now after 35 episodes. Our Paris flight was delayed. Delta 221 is inbound on an A330-900. Oh, it's in the mail, Chantel? Okay, I'll remember that. Great. I'll give you my address. And ATC we're listening to right now is ATC Tower, so on the final you'll get them, or on departure when the planes are taking off. So.
United 666 will be ready at the United 666, Charlie Darwin, 17014, gust 21, runway 16 right, line up and wait, 2 minute position, wait for traffic westbound off the east runway. 16 right, line up and wait, United 666.
Our good old south side, the even gates are filling up here. Nice Sunday afternoon in April. I know I need to explain what those are. So in the parking garage there's like the speed bumps they go over, but for some reason they sound exactly like gunshots. So yeah, I know everybody's like, was that a gunshot? No, or I would not be talking to you probably. Ah, yes. UP, it is quite large. That's awesome. Yep. Yes.
United 666, air traffic on departure will be low level westbound, should be out of your way, wind 170 at 12, gust 21, turn right heading 295, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
Right heading 295, 16 right, clear for takeoff, United 666.
I think the biggest one, like the single engines, one maybe a 777. A little bit bigger than that. But you know, the 330 is meant to compete with the 777, so yeah, they're very similar. And the A350 competes with the Dreamliner. And United has begun its takeoff roll. You can see the tail right there. Copy that, UP. Thanks for the report of the ATC audio. Hopefully it won't get knocked down. It's a little breezy today. Put it up against one of the stands, maybe. Copy that, Ray. Thanks for the report. I'm trying to keep track of it on the radar here, so let's see if it's routed to us. And again, if you'd like to add a super chat or a super sticker here today, as Clark Marks has done, we sure would appreciate it. It allows me to continue to run the channel here and entertain you guys, so thank you so much. But regardless, thrilled to have you on board. And I am thrilled to have a nice day here in Salt Lake City. Yes, it is a long flight.
6 contact departure, good day.
First 656, good day.
Yeah, so I see our A330 over Ogden right now, and the way it's routed, it does look like it'll come to runway 16 right. The longest flight, I believe that's currently going, is Singapore Airlines from Newark. And somebody can correct me, of course, if that's wrong, but I believe that is the longest flight right now. Sydney to London is a dang long flight, so I'll have to do a little research on that.
3032, visual 16 right.
Right, 3032, select Tower 160 at 17, gust 20, runway 16 right, clear to land, traffic Airbus 321 will depart prior to arrival.
Well, land 16 right, 3032.
Yep.
3032, what's your gate today?
Over the gate, 15.
Thank you.
That's exactly right, Chantel. That's how I look at it. That's very, very well said. And then maybe Embraers like the Motorola.
Delta 2071, traffic is Airbus 321 on a 5-mile final flight heading 160, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
160, clear for takeoff, 16 right, Delta 2071.
All right, Delta 2071 heading to Las Vegas has gotten the go-ahead to depart on an A321 Neo. There it goes.
Salt Lake Delta 1570, visual 16 right outside bunker, and we're going to Bravo 7.
Delta 1570, Salt Lake Tower, thanks for the gate, wind 160 at 13. You're a little over 3.5 miles in trail Airbus 320, runway 16 right, clear to land.
16 right, clear to land, Delta 1570.
That's right. I can't. I have all Apple products, so it's Chantel. It's hard for me to convert. Off to Las Vegas, Delta 2071. Full flight, I assume, from Las Vegas. Headed to Las Vegas. Las Wages, as we like to call it. And Clark Mark, thanks again for your donation. If you'd like to be like Clark and join the party,
2071, contact departure.
encourage you to super like or super chat so we can highlight you. And regardless, I'm thrilled to have every single one of you on board the channel in the early stages. Spirit Airlines, inbound, 2035. Las Vegas on an A320. The yellow banana. Probably make a right turn on Alpha 5. So Alpha 4.
Fairway 3032, turn left Alpha 5, contact ground.
There you go.
That's now 5 right ground for 3032.
So this taxiway, if we want to see the Dreamliner when it's on South Flow, we want it to go down to Alpha 4, which is this taxiway right here.
Wind 1601621, you're number 2, filling Airbus 320 on a mile final, runway 16 right, clear to land.
Alright, so Delta 221 from Paris has got the go-ahead from Tower to land our Airbus A330. Great stuff, kind of putting everything together. Chantel, I empathize with you. I was up all night last week, so I was like, I wonder what Chantel, this must be what Chantel feels like, staying up all night. I get home around 4 a.m., wind down, and probably fall asleep around 5:30. It's an Airbus A320.
Delta 1570, left 181, contact ground, have a good day. Left 181, down to Delta 1570.
And if you're new to the channel, welcome in. I'm so pleased to have you. I'm Pip. This is episode 35 of Pip's Planespotting Live from Salt Lake City International Airport. Now, I'll take a quick survey. I should probably put this in the poll. But do you guys still like airline meals? Or do you feel they're a necessity? I wonder. I was thinking about that and thinking about my new airline, if I would have meals on board. Our A330 is almost to making it into the picture. Hey, Jeff from Sunderland. Sunderland, England. That was a great documentary, by the way, of your soccer team. If I'm thinking of the right soccer team. Welcome in, Jeff. We're here in Salt Lake City International. Just got underway about a half hour ago. You're looking at an A330 Neo on Delta 221 from Paris. It's a good point, Clark. Okay, next question. How many hours should require a flight? Or require a meal? How many hours should it be required that there be a meal for your flight? Ah, yeah, it was a great documentary. Great documentary, Jeff. And you guys have a wonderful soccer stadium. When I get over to the UK, I would love to visit it. Let's see if they'll give them Alpha 4 all the way, or if they'll cut them short at Alpha 5. Looks like, based on the weight...
221 Heavy, left 181, contact ground, have a good day.
There we go. There's our A330, and Michael Kelly, welcome. You're a fan of the meals? All right.
Southwest 997, Sally Tower, you up? We're up. Southwest 977, I'm in just on 2, climb maintain 8,500. 8,500 now, Southwest 977. Southwest 977, traffic is company 737 on a 6-mile final flight heading 160, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff. 116 heading 16 right, clear to Southwest 977.
Southwest 977's got the go-ahead to depart.
29-2 Salt Lake Tower, caution, wake service, dash right with heavy aircraft. 330, wind 180 at 15, gust 21, copy traffic, departure prior to arrival. Runway 16 right, clear to land.
Runway 16 right, Southwest 2992.
Southwest 2992, what's your gate today?
Parking at Bravo 17, Southwest 2992.
Thank you.
All right, Southwest got the go-ahead. Howdy, howdy, infidel fireman. I got your email just as I was pulling up to the parking garage here, so I will respond. Infidel fireman Clark Marks beat you to the punch for the first donation. So thanks to Clark, but I know you're good for it, Infidel. He donated $1 million, so I know you'll be able to match it. I'm kidding. Michael, it's great to see you. It's a nice day here in Salt Lake City. And UP Railroad, you know, you make a point about the A330. Okay, so that furthest plane is an A321, which is the largest single aisle I think Delta has, and look at how the A330 just kind of dwarfs it. That's interesting. Michael, I'll have to pay attention to the sound. I was not aware of that. Burning, that's all the money I've spent. Yeah. I think it's just a couple of brush fires. Let me look at something real quick. Here's we got Southwest arrival here on a 737. Inbound from Long Beach. R-Dub! What up? Colonel R-Dub. Are you Colonel yet? Was it this week that you go under review, or is it next week? Yeah, Michael Kelly, I'm a big fan of the simple Delta livery with the on the Neo specifically because it's got the raccoon skin on the flight deck window and the bigger engines.
Southwest 992, turn left up 6, taxi via Echo to spot 16, just monitor ground.
Alpha 6, Echo to spot 16, monitor ground, Southwest 2992.
Okay, cool, man, packing up. All right. Well, I just wanted to take a moment to say thanks to everybody who's on the channel and started. Thanks to you guys, I was able to hit 4,000 hours that YouTube needs to monetize, and certainly can accept donations through super likes or super chats and other ways. But I just wanted to say thank you. I love doing this. Any money that I get will go back into traveling and make the broadcast better. So thank you so much. Kevin, yeah, Kevin, good to see you, man. I just have a scanner. It's a Uniden Bearcat scanner, and I bought it at the time. I think it was like $90, and you can get probably a little bit better one. I was looking on Amazon before my parents sent out my scanner for like $130. So yeah, I had my parents send out my scanner, and yeah, it's great to have it on board. And R-Dub, oh, Infidel Fireman, you are the man. You are the man with your dancing remote control. Thank you, sir. By the way, I'll respond to your email because I have a couple thoughts. So thank you so much. Infidel Fireman, of course, is our newest flight dispatcher, and is in the process of finding a job. He's already got a few interviews, so that's thrilling. And R-Dub is ready to be a colonel. Lots going on, man. with the good folks of Pips Planespotting Live. God bless you guys. Keep up the great work. That's right. I will save it for the summertime. Thank you, Infidel Fireman. Okay. RW, where are you headed back to? And Michael Kelly, that makes a lot of sense, because I bet the majority of them come right over you and head towards Heathrow, I bet. Heathrow or Charles de Gaulle, because they're almost in similar latitude. Looking at Concourse, hey, A Alpha. That's right, Clark. Thank you for the correction. I apologize. You are right. I knew I made a mistake after I said it. I was like, no, that's not right. You're 100% correct, Clark. Ah, Davis Monahan. Man, RW, you're just always on the move. Now, where exactly is that, RW? And thank you, Clark. It's one of the few that still operate the 757. I don't think they want to give them up for some reason. Preparing to depart will be Delta 1952.
Delta 1952, select area, you up? Delta 1952 is up. Delta 1952, initial altitude, climb maintain 8,500. 8,500.
Awesome, RW.
Delta 1952, wind 170 at 14, fly heading 160, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
Davis Mothball. Now, correct me, is that the Air Force base that is with Tucson International Airport on the same property? They share the runways there? See, okay, so what I want to do is like go down to Marana like we talked about, and then I can go see Tucson as well, but then drive up to Victorville. And if you're just joining us and you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. We welcome super chats and donations will go towards traveling and other expenses to make the broadcast better. And yeah. Okay. Thank you, RW. And also, for you newcomers, RW and Infidel Fireman have a budding bromance for military aviation, so if you'd like to join that bromance. Do you guys have a Twitter page yet, or an Instagram page?
3017, select tower, wind 19016, gust 21, runway 16 right, clear to land.
16 right, clear to land, that was 3817.
RW and Infidel Firemen are two fine gentlemen. Totally jealous. That was a 737-900 sent down to San Jose del Cabo, better known as Cabo San Lucas. Ah, yes. Top secret. Well, you can just have infidel firemen like run it, and you can be the silent partner in it. Consolidate your power from behind the curtain. And hi to everybody who just joined in with the channel. We'll be here for the next hour and a half or so. Here from Salt Lake City International Airport. No, A10, awesome. That's freaking awesome, man. That's my favorite plane. That is thrilling. Inbound next, Delta 3817 from Missoula, Montana. I know, right, infidel firemen? That's awesome. Pretty excelente. Very cool, dude. Now you're just making me totally jealous. First the bromance, now this. Man, I'm just thrilled that you'd talk to a guy like me, just a goober like me. So I don't want to get your hopes too much, everybody, but there is a pretty good chance, if the schedule holds out this week for my training, that I should have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off, which means I could be on the road. So we'll see how things shake out this week. That could be fun.
Up to 614 Solid Tower, runway 16 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 16 right for lost 614.
Stay at the hill, eh? Well, I'm not gonna lie, if I had a choice between staying at Hill Air Force Base or going to fly the A-10, I would totally fly the A-10. In a heartbeat. Wouldn't even be a question.
Skywest 3817, left turn Alpha 5.
Oh, I know. I'm saying I'm the goober. Everybody else here on the channel is awesome.
Alpha 5 to 2.
I'm the goober.
We'll give way to Southwest Skywest 3817.
Lost 614, 1180, gust 21.
Absolutely.
Right, heading 280, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
Alaska 614, clear for takeoff, 16 right, preferred right to 280.
Sky 5374, Solid Tower movement, to your initial altitude, climb maintain 8,500.
8,500 initial Skywest 634.
Sky 5374, runway 16 right, line up and wait, traffic Airbus 8 mile final.
16 right, line up and wait, Skywest 6334.
Infidel, you could be my wingman any day. No. Nonsense. Nonsense. We're all winners is what we are here at Pips Planespotting Live. We're all winners. I know, Clark. Every time I'm here, I miss working in aviation every day.
Traffic flooding in position when 16013.
I miss it every day. Anytime I see a plane overhead, and anytime I hear, I just want to go somewhere.
16013 has 21, flight heading 160, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
The old 737-900 for Alaska. And Clark and everybody who's tuning in, I definitely would recommend, if you need a part-time job, whether you're in college, you'd be the guy on the ground directing airstrikes. So Clark, what I was going to say is, if you can, at some point in your life, I always recommend, like after having my experience, maybe working for an airline part-time, either as a ramper. Sure, the pay's not great, but you get to travel for free. But yeah, like a ramper, they have part-time flight attendants, they have part-time gate agents, so you can sometimes get one of those gigs. So always recommend that. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's a tough call because, you know, Utah's got attractive women, and I'm a single guy, and but Arizona does too, so it's a tough call. All right, Clark, where would you go? Where would you go if you could travel? Here's our Airbus, Delta Airbus inbound, A320. ERB, thank you for the donation. Hello, my friend. Great to see you. Yeah, I would take Arizona too. I'm not gonna lie. See, because the other thing is you're only 90 miles from Phoenix. Like a 2-hour drive.
Southwest 2963, Solid Tower, runway 16 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait. 6 right, Southwest 2963.
Plus, hey, happy Sunday to you, ERB, and thank you for the donation, the super light. Appreciate it, man. Means a lot. Also, RW, if things go south, you can just escape and be on the other side of the border in 2 hours. It's our Frontier A320.
Center flight 2942, what's your gate today?
If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe
I taxi to spot QS.
so you can know when and where I'll be broadcasting from next. It is Sunday. It is 1:30 p.m. local time.
Southwest 2963, 118014, gust 20, turn right heading
John Michael,
20,
yeah,
runway
those
16 right, clear for
fires
takeoff.
are actually off in the distance. Those are brush fires. They might be doing some prescribed burns.
Delta 402, Solid Tower, traffic departing now to 737, 118014, gust 20, runway 16 right, clear to land, thank you.
Clear to land, 16 right, Alpha, Delta 402.
Hey, ERB, I am so grateful that you're willing to just, and you guys are, I'm so grateful that you're willing to donate anything. So, very, very fortunate. Thank you. Step by step. Ah. Very cool for London. Can't beat it. Yield 737-700 for Southwest. Immediate right turn, headed south towards Cali. London would be fantastic. I would just hang around Heathrow like for a couple days, honestly. And then I'd probably hang around Gatwick for a couple days too. I'd hang out at Heathrow for a couple days, then Gatwick for a couple days, then maybe Manchester next. So yeah, it's time to build up some vacation time. 737, 800 inbound.
American 2439, Salt Lake Tower, runway 16 right.
Graham, good to see you. I have not been to Prestwick.
2439, amendment to your initial altitude on departure climb maintain 8,500.
I have not. I appreciate the recommendation. Now, is Prestwick the one that's on the beach? I'm not too familiar with Prestwick, so maybe you can educate us all.
Delta 402, bus turns, take Alpha 5, taxi via Alpha to spot 1 west, and monitor ground on the way in.
You're looking at Concourse A, the even gates here at Salt Lake City. Yeah, ERB, a couple of brush fires. So we're here on the west side of Salt Lake, and this is near the Great Salt Lake. So it's kind of like a lot of wilderness, barren land near the Great Salt Lake. So just a couple of brush fires. And if you would like to email me or have a question about aviation, or I can help you with something about aviation or looking for a job, I'll do my best. You're welcome to email me. I'm here to help, and I love talking aviation, being here and sharing this with you. Yes, ERB, we had okay, that sounds very interesting, Graham. Thank you. I'll have to look that up tonight. Check that out. Yeah, ERB, the snow is definitely almost gone, that is for sure. That's our Airbus A321, the daily, headed back to DFW. The old turn and burn. 2439. Yep, you got it, ERB. On ERB, a couple days last week, there was some flooding from all the snow melt. So the streets were turned into like in Upper Salt Lake, so up on the mountains, they were turned into like whitewater rafting roads with all the snow melt. And there were some streets up in Kaysville, which is about 20 minutes north, that the snow melt washed out the road completely. So they're gonna have to rebuild the road in Kaysville. Hi, Clark. Thanks, man. Yeah, please do enjoy the weather. And thank you so much for the donation, Clark. You're super nice, and look forward to bringing you much more action. It's a great day outside, so have a great Sunday. It does, doesn't it, ERB? It's kind of a teaser. And especially if you look at it from the air, you think it's a 757, but it's not.
3832, flying car.
Yeah, it took out the road, so they're gonna have to rebuild it over the next several months.
Flying car, 17013, gust 22, runway 16 right, cleared to land, to gate.
Land 16 right. 12.
Southwest 3832, flying car.
The buzz by The old buzz by there, R-Dub.
Southwest 3832, select car.
And welcome in if you are just tuning in. I am Pip, and this is Pip's Planespotting Live, episode 35 from Salt Lake City International. And if you'd like to donate or have suggestion where we can broadcast from next, we do take suggestions and super chats and super likes.
8,500, 117014, gust 22, fly heading 160, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
Okay, we got the traffic call, 8500 on the altitude, 160 on the heading, clear for takeoff, 16 right, Southwest 3832.
Yeah, definitely, yeah, the difference, the wheels. Yeah, that's the giveaway. Because otherwise, they are very similar. The old speed of sound, they RW blow their windshields and windows out. And if you're new, don't be afraid to say hi. We love meeting new people. It's just me, Pip. I always say we, but this is collectively our channel together because we love aviation. Nellis? Ah, I see where you're going with this, infidel fireman. I see where you're going. That makes sense. That would be interesting.
Southwest 3832, contact departure, have a good day.
Take care.
Sweet, dude. That would be cool. That would be very cool, R-Dub. That's a great idea. I'm sure infidel firemen would drop everything. It's not a bad idea. And so I can go there one day, then go to Marana the next. Go to Tucson. Phoenix. So many great ideas. Ah, love them all. So infidel firemen, you know how we were broadcasting all last week. I've already used all my data for this month. So this is the last day and I had to order a new plan yesterday. So something is coming.
Tower Delta 1532, visual 1%.
Transport 332, left turn Alpha 6, join Echo, contact ground.
Here at Alpha 6, Echo ground, skies, 4332.
Alpha 1532,
Ah.
tower, wind 200 at 1.
All right, R-Dub, you're my escort.
Clear climb, stick 8.
I found that if I'm with somebody from the military, I pretty much get whatever I want. So you're my escort. It's nice they got the 220s next to each other. So the one on the left is the 100 variant, the one on the right is the 300 variant. You can probably tell by it's a little bit longer cab. I don't want to say cab. Fuselage. Or cabin. A little bit larger cabin, as you can see. Sweet, dude. Awesome. I'm already pumped. Yeah, it's pretty sharp. Hey, you know what? And I was thinking, R-Dub, perhaps if you ever come to the civilian side of the aviation world, they could probably put you with your hours and everything in the right seat of a 220. I don't know. So another place you bring up the 220, and I would like to either do Montreal or Mirabel or Mobile, Alabama. So Mobile, Alabama is where they make pretty much for all the American manufacturer or airlines, the A321, the A320, and the 220 as well. So that's, I've been there a few times, got kicked out once because I was spying. I wasn't spying, I was taking photos. But spent a couple days in Mobile. It's a good point, infidel fireman. Too slow? Come on. Hey, sir, with a good tailwind, you could easily go 600 knots. Please. Don't be such a Debbie Downer.
Scout 4231, flight tower movement to your initial altitude climb, maintain 9,000.
On departure climb, maintain 9,000.
Scout 4231, runway 16 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait.
If you're new to the channel, don't be shy. R-Dub and Infidel Fireman and ERB are super nice. They just love to converse. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that my A220 at Mach 8.2 could outwork you.
One less, and flying around those 630.
Skywest 4231, 118.014, gust 21, fly heading 160, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
So
Takeoff, runway 16 right, and 160 heading for Skywest 4231.
So typically, commercial airliners like the single aisle.
Skywest 3849, flight tower, wind 180.14, gust 21, runway 16 right, clear to land, take 8.
16 right, clear to land, Skywest 3849.
It's typically Mach speed, their max for commercial airliners are like 8. Fastest I've ever flown a plane was on a ferry, so there were no passengers, but it was about Mach 8.2 was the fastest I planned it. And that's really the fastest that you'll ever see, like for without a tailwind or anything. Now with the tailwind, I've seen, you know, some planes go up to 650, even 700 miles an hour, or knots, or close to 700. Good old CRJ 900. I know, right? Wish they gave dispatchers some bonuses. Amen, brother. Amen. I mean, I get it, but I also think that dispatchers are deserving as well. The problem is there's a little more training for pilots, so such is life. Yeah, R-Dub, I mean, I'm almost, you know, I'm going way faster than you. I blow you away. Once again, thanks to Clark Marks, Infidel Fireman, and ERB for their donations to the channel. And you are at any time welcome to donate via super like or super chat. And we've got some new and exciting stuff, and that money will go towards traveling to new places and making it possible to stream more often. James, what's up? Good to see you, James. Wow, 400 grand, man. That's some serious cash. But you'd have to live in China too, so you probably have to weigh that, but that makes sense. E175 inbound. Yeah, James, good to see you. In the house. The Iceman. We're on the west side of Salt Lake City International Airport. If you're new to the channel, our camera is pointed northwest. We're on a south flow today. That means the planes will be arriving from the north and face south as they land on runway 16 right or take off.
3849 left turn, you may have a 6, join next hill, contact ground.
Left turn, join that contact ground.
80 degrees, you said? Or is that like, James, is that 80 degrees?
Delta 1459,
Or is that 80 grand?
Here to altitude, climb, maintain 9 or 1,000.
9 or 1,000, Delta 1459.
Delta 1459, traffic number on a 7-mile final, wind 18014, fly heading 160, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
Heading 160, 16 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 1459.
Oh yeah, Infinite Fireman's the big man on campus now, James.
Yes, 3901, Sally Tower, wind 18014, runway 16 right, clear to land, traffic departing now is an Airbus, say gate.
Wind 16 right, Delta.
Dang, that is super warm. It's a good point, ERB. I don't know of too many airlines that run the E90 E2 other than Porter, KLM, Azul. I think that's it. No ice work anymore. That's true. We'll still call you the Ice Man. Yeah, Infidel Fireman, he's the big man on campus looking for the dispatch gig. Or something, you know, just to get started.
Delta 1728, Sally Tower, 5.5 miles, 12 number, wind 19012, runway 16 right, clear to land.
I agree, Infidel Fireman. R-Dub, wow, thank you so much. That means so much, man. I really, really, really appreciate that. That is very kind of you and for everybody. Thank you so much, Colonel R-Dub. It means the world. Appreciate your friendship and thanks, man. Really appreciate that. We're to make this world a little bit better bit by bit. Yep. Amen. Yeah, Infidel, you notice the ATC audio? The scanner so far has been nice to me today, so. Yep, bit by bit, guys. Thank you. Each one of you. And everybody who's tuning in, if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. And that way you'll know when and where we will be broadcasting next from. That's right. Hey, Dave. Yeah, so those are some brush fires that are out in the, what do we call those?
18012.
The wild grass, the grasslands? Yeah, we'll call it the grasslands, the Salt Lake grasslands. So they're just brush fires.
KSLC let's turn off at 6 and get away to the northbound Airbus. Join Echo behind them and contact ground.
Yeah, let's do that, James. Let's get you on board, my friend. Infidel Fireman, correct me if I'm wrong, but does IFOD have a online course? Yeah, James, we got your back. Yeah, Ameriflight is in Dallas. They are indeed. In fact, one of my dispatcher friends got his start there at Ameriflight. He got his license, started there, then went over to Envoy at crew scheduling, and then was hired on as a dispatcher. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, okay. Well, that's awesome, ERB. Sounds good. We'll be on for about another hour or so. Yeah, James. Honestly, that's
3529 Salt Lake Tower, runway 16 right, line up and wait.
that's honestly what I would recommend, me personally. Infidel can probably speak to that because he just completed the course on there. So yeah. Airbus A220-100 on the ground.
Delta 1728, yeah, outside.
Okay, affirmative, Delta 1728.
Delta 1728, taxi Alpha to 1 West, monitor ground on land.
Alpha to 1 West, we'll monitor ground, Delta 1728.
Gas 3529, wind 180 at 8, gust 17, turn right, heading 295, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
16 right, clear for takeoff, right, turn 295, SkyWest 3529.
Delta 1022, flight time, runway 16 right, line up and wait, traffic Airbus on a 7-mile final.
Right, left.
Information Delta, turn altimeter 3010.
I know it's a busy Sunday for everyone, so it really means a lot that each one of you are able to tune in when you can, so thank you. It's really great weather. Not too hot today.
Delta 1022, traffic ahead turns out to the west, 11708, gust 17, fly heading 160, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff. 3861 flight time, runway 16 right, line up and wait, traffic and Airbus 5 miles, I'll be ready.
Runway 16 right, we'll be up. Tower Delta 2971, visual 16 right, parking Alpha 1.
Delta 3971, flight tower, wind 170, gust 17, runway 16 right, clear, fly in, traffic ready in position.
Clear land, 16 right,
Delta 2971, I don't know if you heard that.
29 right, you're heading up 295, contact departure, have a good day.
Touch tomorrow, Sky 3529.
Here's our A220-100 variant.
Traffic will continue straight out, wind 170 at 8, gust 17. Turn right heading 295, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff, traffic now 3 mile final.
So take up 16 right, then right turn 195.
Let's do it, James. Sounds like a plan. I like where you're at.
Delta 1022 heading up 160, contact departure. Have a good day.
I think I like Atlas a lot because they fly both the 747, 400, 800, and they even fly some of the older 767s too, which is pretty cool. Kind of unique. And that's correct. That is correct, Infidel Fireman. Cash is definitely different. Mark is more even keel. Our favorite Norwegian. He's a little more even keel, yes.
Delta 1422, flight power, traffic to 737 on a 6-mile final, runway 16 right, line up for weight. Scout 3861, just verify right turn heading 2905.
295, Scout 3861.
Scout 3861, thank you, contact departure, have a good day.
For departure today, Scout 3861.
Delta 1422, amendment to your initial altitude, climb maintain 9,000.
9,000.
He's different. That's a good way of putting it. In
left turn Alpha 5, taxi south on Alpha to spot 1 west, monitor ground on the way in.
Left Alpha 5, south on Alpha 1 west, monitor ground, Delta 2971. Tower Delta 1221, the visual.
Delta 1422, 117011, gust 17, fly heading 160, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff, traffic 3-mile final. Delta 1221, flight tower, traffic right now is an Airbus, 118011, gust 17, runway 16 right, clear to land, the gate.
Full land 16 right, parking Alpha 24, Delta 1221.
I'd like to see that, James. I'd like to see both. You throw down and also the A380. Never, I always wondered why the U.S. airlines didn't pull the plug or pull the trigger on that. If you guys remember, of course, like, I think American was the first to get rid of their 747s. Then it was Delta, and then United was the very last. And I think after that they were committed to two-engine airplanes. A220-300 variant departing.
Delta 1422, contact departure, have a good day.
Have a good day, Delta 1422.
Scout 4233, flight tower, traffic RJ200, 5.5 mile final, runway 16 right, line up for weight.
The Iceman in the house. Throwing down.
Delta 1221, left turn Alpha 4, taxi straight into spot 1 west.
Alpha 4, straight in, west, Alpha 1221.
I'll say
4233, amendment to your initial altitude, climb maintain 9,000.
last time I had ETOPS classes was at IFOD. I never took, when I was at Envoy or Breeze, we weren't to the point where we were doing ETOPS. Envoy, we started doing limited over water operations, but we were not to the point where, and Breeze was the same way with the 220s where we could do limited over water operations, but we weren't trained on ETOPS yet. However, my understanding before I left Breeze was that they were planning on in the process, but it was going to take about a year to 2 years for ETOPS. I know Breeze is planning on it.
Service 4233, send us departure, have a good day.
Stephen Collins, hello sir, welcome in. How is our great UK friend? That's also Michael and CJ. I haven't seen CJ for a while. Looks like we got a face-off here in the alley. Two 737s. Who will go first?
That's 4289, left turn, Alpha 5. It looks like it's not the next one. Contact ground 123.77.
Alpha 5, Pentagon.
You know what? That is a good theory, James. Let's check that out. Let's check out the research on that sucker. But I think that does sound right. Yeah, Brickyard probably does.
Delta 377, Black Tower, wind 180 at 7, runway 16 right, clear to land, take 8.
I think they do. They probably do, especially if they're flying on the East Coast down to like Florida or out of like Philadelphia or New York. Okay, so yeah, Rolls-Royce is one of the engine options for the A380, James, so you are correct, and I think the other was an Alliance, which is basically manufactured by Airbus. No, James, Piedmont, I don't think they do, and the reason I say that is because their routes, I don't think they have any that would necessitate going limited over water. Now, I could be wrong because I don't work for Piedmont, but Piedmont, you know, simply flies like the E-140s and the 145s there in the East Coast and the Mid-Atlantic. I thought of you guys, Stephen Collins, Chantel, Michael Kelly. I thought of all you guys, Dave, Graham, who just tuned in. Thought of you guys today, and I was like, oh, I'm sure they'll finally be thrilled to not have to be up till 1 in the morning. Good broadcast so far. So glad to do it, Stephen Collins. And next inbound here to runway 16 right. Sorry about that, guys. is Delta 737-800 from Boise, Idaho. Boise. Well, thank you, R-Dub. The broadcast is only as good as the people in the broadcast. So that goes for you and Infidel and James and Steven and Chantel and Dave and Graham and UP Railroad. So
16 right, line up weight, Delta 1490.
it is, James. Good Sunday. Yeah, like we've talked about before, the mid-afternoon is usually the busiest here in Salt Lake City. And then as we get to the evening, we'll get a couple of transatlantics and whatnot, but it doesn't pick up until like the 8 o'clock hour again. So yeah, this is definitely good time to be around here on the west side. Especially, and it's Sunday, usually one of the busiest flying days of the week here in the United States.
1419-11011, gust 16, turn right heading 295, runway 16 right, clear takeoff.
Heading 295, clear takeoff, 16 right, Delta 1492.
Still got a 737 face-off here. And another 737. Probably waiting for a gate. What they're waiting for, I think, is down here. This 737 right there. Got the pushback, but hasn't gone forward. So we've got an occupied gate. Yeah, RW bringing the taters, man. And if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. And Steven and everybody else, thank you for all tuning in. And we're now able to accept super likes and super chats and donations. So thank you so much to everyone. Of course, there's no membership fee or anything. This is all free, and if you would like to donate, that's awesome, and that money will be used to help support Pip's Planespotting Live, episode 35 and beyond. Alright guys, where are we going here? Just hanging out.
Contact departure.
Departure about 1492, see that.
Welcome back, sir. Nice climb out indeed. Inbound arrivals on 16 ride include Delta 3804 on a 175 and Delta 2278 from Jackson, Wyoming. Sure are. That's right, R-Dub. Just hanging here. Infidel. Sure. Alright, now we got one moving. Inbound Boise arrival. Meanwhile, still got the face off between these two. I think it might have been a case of either, sometimes when this happens, the plane either arrives super early or super late.
Airport London Alpha 6 behind United, taxi, echo the spot 16. Alpha 6, echo the spot 16, on the United pass, go behind X-Guys 30 to 4. Number 152, 2008, got 16 turn right, 295, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
295, clear for takeoff, 16 right.
By the way, something you guys may have noticed with the scanner on, you ever notice that the voice changes about every half hour?
Should Bravo go in Southwest Coast, 34.
Go behind Southwest and taxi to spot 66.
Roger that, Wisconsin will at the line in spot 66, Coast 34.
The trains, huh? North Salt Lake. James, I am not sure what you were referring to. Is this a news? I guess was this, did you see this on the news? Here's our inbound from Helena, Montana.
Departure.
Today, Delta 152.
On an E175. James, thank you so much. So pleased to have you as always, and that's very generous of you. And thank you very much. Now, what exactly are you referring to about the trains? Because now I'm interested. I absolutely did, Chantal. And Stephen Collins is here as well, Chantal.
Turn left at Alpha 5, and then taxi to 2 West. Thanks for your help, miles.
Well, thank you very much, Sir James. We really appreciate it. I will be glad to keep you company.
94, so 5.5 miles control, but any flying traffic hold position, like 17011, gust 16, runway 16 right, clear to land, and 18.
Runway 16 right, copy all, Alpha 3, Delta 154.
Ooh, wow. I think that's a question for everybody, Stephen. So it's funny that, right, everybody, Airbus develops the A380, huge jumbo, right, with 4 engines. And now it's like, it's out of style, and it costs a lot. So I think what's going to happen is, as long as, so the obviously we know that Airbus isn't making any more A380s. We know that Boeing isn't making any 4-engine airplanes. So the question becomes, are we just going to be a 2-engine airplane system, you know, for the rest of the foreseeable future? So, if you're asking me, Stephen, I do not see any future super jumbos being built. James, I got to do some research on that one. That is a great question. Yeah, so Stephen, I would say the airlines that have the A380 will continue to run them as long as the demand stays constant. You know, especially Emirates, because there are delays on the 777X right now. Interesting, James. I'll have to look up the trains thing. And I'd also like to put out that we still have a showdown between the two 737s. I don't know, it's like going on 30 minutes. Oh, Steven. Nah, we're kidding, of course. Of course I miss Chantal. We all do. Yeah, but I think the airlines that have the A380 are going to stick with it. But I don't see any more.
532, runway 16 right, line up away, traffic Airbus, joining at 900 miles per hour. Line up away, 16 right,
And I also don't see any future super jumbos being built because of how well the two-engine airplanes system is working, like both on the Dreamliner, the A350, the A330. So, yeah.
Heading 295, contact
Television. What is up, sir? It is non-stop busy today here at Salt Lake International. Training's going pretty well. I was on midnights all of last week and it was awful. But I got to drive the train and that was pretty cool. I got up to 65 miles an hour, which is about how fast the governor is set on them. So it was cool because our schedule runs to about midnight. So we were in classroom training, and then once midnight hit, we got to go out and drive the trains since there were no trains on the track. But it's super tough, so I've got another written test in 3 weeks, so it's nonstop. Yeah, RW, it's pretty crazy. I'm sure you know the schedule well. It's all over the place, being pilot. Television, you know, I gotta ask, any word from the FAA yet? No. Honestly, probably not enough. Because I'm out plane spotting here. I can't give away my first love, so it's tough to not want to do this. It may be true, Steven, but the question is, you got to have the airlines to buy it. Dang, man. I would say I'm shocked, but after all, it is the government. You may just call them and say, hey, do you have a follow-up, or follow-up sometimes, push it forward. And truthfully, Television, probably a couple hours each night. So it's pretty exhaustive because you have to study the signals. Now that we got the signals out of the way, we have to study the interlockings. We have to study the location of the signals, so our geography of where all the signals are. So basically, when I say signals, it's like the equivalent, the railroad equivalent of streetlights, right? But we have to know where exactly these signals are and where the grade crossings are, or the railroad crossings that go across the street. I don't know, dude. UP derailed? Okay. Well, James, I will look into that. It's pretty insane. So it's insane, but it's also not insane. I can almost guarantee you that. So I think the one on the west side is waiting for a gate. The one on the east side is waiting for permission to depart. So it's kind of bizarre. Yeah, I would try and honestly, Television, contact the FAA. I mean, you have a right to know what's going on. No, so
Yes, 3020 contact runway 16 right, line of flight.
16 right, line of flight, sky 3020.
Alright, so remember this 737? I think it's been hanging here. Okay, so we finally got some movement now, guys. Because they had to rotate some gates around. So now we've got this inbound finally headed to its gate after about 30-35 minutes. I would probably say closer to 40. And this 737 still waiting. Again, you got to remember there's only so many gates that can be used at once. So it's really a puzzle game of like, all right, if this plane's delayed, where do we put this? No, we can't put it there because that plane's going to be arriving in 10 minutes. So for the ramp operators, it's like a puzzle piece of, okay, where do we put this plane? Mark, good to see you, my friend. Welcome in. We'll be on the air for another half hour or so. Chantel, I do love the old A340. And James, I'm not aware of any speed restriction down to 45 miles per hour. I know as far as commercial rail, like there are certain classes, and I'm not too familiar. So this is not the gospel. But I believe the limit for one class of commercial railways are like 79 miles an hour. And then there's another class of railways, so. Yeah, RW, it's pretty wild. See, everything works perfectly until one thing doesn't go right, and then it's just like a domino effect. And that's your job as a dispatcher, to put all the dominoes back up. So good luck, infidel firemen. I'm praying for you. All right, so. And if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. We're here at Salt Lake City International for Pips Planespotting Live, episode 35.
3020 contact departure.
We'll see you tonight at 3020.
They also do infidel firemen. I believe there's a railway in Colorado that goes from Grand Junction to Denver through the Rocky Mountains, which I hear is pretty awesome. Patelli Vision, actually I hit the mark on Thursday or Friday, so today is the first broadcast that I can monetize. So we've already had some very generous people donate to the channel. RW Clark Marks, Infidel Fireman, ERB, James Meany. And yes, I'm thrilled, man. It's exciting. Thanks, dude. It's huge. Just the beginning. Things are getting a little bit better each time. And you can probably hear the scanner audio too, which is cool. Which is actually, the scanner audio is runway 16 right, 34 left. So this is our side. Yeah, it's great. R-Dub, you're just an impatient man. I think that's why you can't find a woman. I found the reason. I knew it. And I just can't commit to a woman. That's my reason. I mean, shoot. R-Dub, you can't even commit to a plane. First you're in the Warthog, then you're in the F-16, then you're in the F-35, then you're in the Warthog. I mean, come on, man. You do take good care of your aircraft. You're right about that. Thanks, Patelli Vision. It means a lot coming from you. Just the beginning. A lot of good stuff ahead. Sorry, Dub, but at least, you know, the first step of resolving a problem is recognizing the problem, and you've already accomplished that. I still feel bad for this 737 over here. It's close to an hour. Ah, Chantal. And thanks for everybody joining in on the party today. We'll be here for, another 20 minutes or so. What time is it? Bottom of the hour? Yep. 2:30 here locally. Probably get off the air close to 3. But it's been a fantastic day, fantastic broadcast with everyone tuning in. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. And if you like what you see, I encourage you to super like, super chat, and donate. The money will go towards R-Dub finding a woman. Just kidding. Probably me a woman first, then R-Dub. Continue to help support the channel and allow us to get to new airports and travel and costs and make the broadcast better. So thank you. And this is business. We're in the business of doing business. And the business is aviation. Stephen Collins. Swap. No, R-Dub, you're the best, dude. You're the best. Colonel R-Dub. Soon to be Colonel R-Dub. I will, you know, if I had a significant other, it would probably most definitely be an airplane, for sure. No question.
Charlie Tower, Delta 1085, visual 16 right.
Delta 1085, Charlie Tower, winds 170 to 100, just 18, runway 16 right, clear to land.
5.
All right, folks, back to arrivals. Delta 1085 from Bozeman on an Airbus A320 inbound, as well as Alaska 3410 from San Francisco on an ERJ 175, the old Embraer E175.
Sky 918, Julius, Charlie Tower, 1808, gust 18, runway 16 right, clear to land. You said Bravo 10's occupied?
16 right, clear to land, affirmative, it's occupied. They said maybe another 10 to 20 minutes. Sky 918.
Right, 26 5, 5 miles, trail of an Embraer, winds 180 to 100, gust 18, runway 16 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 16 right, for 20 minutes.
Turn left at Alpha 4 and contact ground.
4 contact ground, Delta 1085.
Yeah, it's to be expected, the springtime weather. I'm just hoping no more snow because we can't handle it, dang it. We can't handle it! There's Alaska 3410. I know, Stephen Collins, they have a nice backdrop to them, no question. Yeah, you guys are gonna see the real Salt Lake.
That's 4990, Sky Tower, continue slowing traffic, hold position, winds 100, 010, gust 18, you're 5.5 miles, trailing Airbus, runway 16 right, clear to land.
That's a good question for Infidel.
Kaiser 918, Julia, turn left Alpha 5, join Alpha southbound, the ground's gonna hold you out, contact ground, south and Alpha.
Okay, Alpha 5, Alpha southbound, we'll contact ground, Sky 19 Juliet.
Look at that. Boys, Delta 1085 lucky. Right off the runway, off the taxiway, and then into their gate. Just like that. Man, they must be living right. Infidel, that's a good question by Ray. I was Wondering for Salt Lake and around. Okay. You know, I bet you it's up in Boise. That would be my guess. I could be way off. James, thank you again for the contribution. Thrilled to have you on board. And let us know how we can help. Take care, my friend. Take care, Iceman.
Left Alpha 5 and contact now.
Thanks, James. You were the man.
1482, 1907, got 18. Turn right heading 295, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff. Heading 295, 16 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 1482.
Chantel, well, gee, when you put it that way, we're dating, huh? You haven't even added me on Instagram or anything, or even emailed me. I mean, if I'm dating anybody, it's Infidel Fireman. I mean, he emails me all the time.
2009, continue slowing.
So take that, madam.
Slow down, Delta.
Thank you.
Yep, that's right, R-Dub. I didn't even know it. That's true, television. Yeah, you did. Good point. Ivon, hello. It's not worth repeating, Infidel.
16, runway 16 right, line up away, traffic Airbus, 5 mile funnel.
16 right, line up away, wing 1716.
That's the 1482 contact departure.
1482, switch, good day.
Hey, Jose. Well, television, I'm just going to say this, but if you promise me Portillo's, yeah, I think we would be.
4990, turn left at Alpha 6, turn Alpha 6 and join Echo, contact ground.
Alpha 6, join Echo.
Right, 1716, 17014, gust 17, flight 160.
Speaking of which, if you guys would like to add me on Instagram, let me give you my Instagram handle. And also, I'll give you my email too. Potbelly. Hello, Yvonne. Thanks for joining the show. Welcome in. Yeah, Jardiniere is pretty good. I do miss Potbelly. That's a really good point. It's like a flying banana missile for that Spirit Airlines A320.
9, turn left and Alpha 6, taxi after the spot 16.
Spot 16, Delta 2009.
Busy south side of the concourse on the even gates.
Roger, 2087, that's Falcon traffic. Just a heads up.
All right, television. Take care, my friend. You're a good man. And we'll talk again soon. I'll be on later this week.
337, flight time runway 16 right, on a full part copy into southbound traffic, it's an Airbus 7 mile per hour. Line away, 16 right,
There's a little bit of snow left, and of course we haven't seen the east side. There's still, I would probably say about 8,000, 9,000 feet, Chantel. There's still snow.
Turn right heading 295, runway 16 right for takeoff. Heading 295, 16 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 30.
RW, I'll be on for, let's call it 10 more minutes, close to the top of the hour. Yes. Nice, sweet, RW. Congrats. Back to the Warthog. I love it. Makes me nostalgic.
Contact.
Well played, Stephen. Well played, sir.
Three 71, turn left and taxi to 2 west.
Left and off, taxi 2 west, Delta 237.
Desert Dwight, well, welcome back to Salt Lake City when you get here. Sorry I won't be around to catch your plane. Who are you flying back? You flying Southwest, flying Frontier, Delta, United? I mean, 4 airlines. Very cool. Very nice. Desert Dwight. I assume that'll probably be on the A220. That should be a nice, comfortable, quick flight if it is. I would think so. And maybe they got you on the 175. Either way, it's a win-win. You know, that brings up a good point. I think next episode or one of the episodes in the future, we should talk about planes and their different seating configurations here in the United States. So maybe we'll do that on an upcoming episode. Ah, 737. Darn, man. Because you know, with the A220, you get a better chance of either getting an aisle or a window. Because it's a 2-3 configuration instead of a 3-3 with the 737. But it'll be a nice quick flight for you. Actually, I'll be getting ready for bed around 5 o'clock. And for those of you who don't know, I'm switching my schedule for this week while I'm in training. So I'll be doing early mornings. So Monday through Thursday, I'm working 4 a.m. to 2 p.m., 2:30 p.m., something around there, or 4:30 to 2:30. So if I have the energy, I'll probably be broadcasting probably around 9 or 10 o'clock UTC time. So over in England, 9 p.m., 10 p.m., or 3 or 4 o'clock around here. So yeah, so the bedtime I'm trying to set around 7 o'clock. We'll see how that works and if am I able to fall asleep. But that'll be for this week and maybe for next week as well. So I don't know how many times I'm going to make it out because I may be entirely pooped. But if I do, as you know, I'll definitely put out a video and let you guys know. But the flip side is we were told that we'll have every Sunday off. Right now the schedule shows me with Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, but that could change at any moment. But we will have Sundays off for sure. So at the latest, we'll have another Super Sunday show next week. Well, obviously the first class seats, Chantel, are quick to deplane because they're usually the first, and they're also the first to board because they're usually the highest priority because of the frequent flyers and such. As far as safest in a crash, I think the exit row is a no-go, probably towards the back. Statistically speaking, I'll have to do some research on that. But thanks for that gruesome thought. Don't end my show on a downer. Chantel, you and Steven have quite the relationship. I'll tell you that much. That's also a good point by Stephen. Looks like things have come down a little bit here in the A concourse. Everybody's now being a little more orderly. Everybody's got their gates. Nobody's complaining. So it looks like we're going to wrap this broadcast up today, folks. We got a little break in the action. And so I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who joined on the broadcast. Special thanks to those who contributed to the channel. And if our next broadcast, you're welcome to contribute or donate if you like what you see. And also remember that any money donated or put forward help grow the channel and help us travel. So it really means a lot to everybody. Our membership is free. There's no membership to watch or anything. So thank you to RW, to James Minnie, Infidel Fireman, ERB, Clark Marks. Clark was the first. And so thank you very much, guys, for that. It means so much as we get underway in the channel, just the beginning. And plenty more good shows to come. So like I said, at the latest, there'll be a show next Sunday, but I'm hopefully gonna get out here more often during the week, and potentially, if I do still have those 3 days off, might be on the road. So we'll see what happens. But for now, big thanks to everybody who could join us today here at Salt Lake City International Airport for Pip's Planespotting Live episode 35. Chantel, RW, Infidel Fireman, Mark, Yvonne, Desert Dwight, ERB, James, Daniel, who else? I mean, the list goes on and on. I'm going to get a pretty good list going here. But Clark, oh yeah, Clark, of course. UP Railroad, Mark, Justin. Thank you to all of you for tuning in today.
Okay, heading 295 on departure and clear to take off runway 16 right, Delta 887.
Sounds good, RW. We'll hit you up and we'll talk soon. But for now, we'll call this one episode done. So, from Salt Lake City, 70 degrees and sunny skies. Hope the rest of your Sunday is as sunny and well, and stay healthy and strong. But for now, this is Pip for Pip's Planespotting Live. Episode 35 is in the books, and we look forward to talking to you soon. Remember, I'll always put out a video, let you know where I'm at and when I'm going to be there. And if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. But for now, it is Pip signing off for Pip's Planespotting Live. Have a great Sunday, everyone.